There you go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're always welcome. Our last guest is an engineer for the U.S. Air Force. He joins us from Dayton, Ohio, OH10. He's going to be speaking about his latest work and offer tips to families dealing with financial burdens in our community and in our current economic climate. So please welcome to the show, Dr. Edmund H. Moore. Doc, welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Bob. Good to join you again, I believe.
Yeah, you were on before. When was the last time you were on?
I don't remember. But it's good seeing you again.
Good seeing you too. So tell us what you're working on now.
Well, actually, I put together a workbook for my financial freedom doing nothing as an option book. And that was based off of a 6-week workshop that I taught. And that book is titled Financial Freedom, Generational Wealth Seminar Workbook.
Yeah. What inspired you to write that? Because I'm always curious to find out why people delve into something.
Well, originally, what inspired me to write is a good friend of mine who's my best man at my wedding. We're both retiring. We plan
Yeah.
to write a book together, and as a way of educating the community and keeping in touch with each other. And unfortunately, he passed before we could really get to it. But I did incorporate some of his ideas and stories into that book.
Yeah. I was going to just show you mine while you were showing me yours. Um,
Okay.
so, what is the one thing that ties both books together?
The one thing that ties both books together is the workbook is just was 6 hour and a half presentations so that people could incorporate the ideas so they could achieve generational freedom, generational wealth,
Hmm.
and on how to even pass it along to the next generation.
So, why is well, everybody knows. I mean, I know, but for people that don't know, why is building generational wealth so important for families? And what inspired you to say, hey, you know what? People need to know more about this type of thing because where do you go if you leave here and you don't leave anybody anything?
But first of all,
In
I
reference to
don't know if you remember the
generational
Sandra
wealth.
Bland. I don't know if you remember the Sandra Bland case about the young lady that was going to work at a school, I think in Texas. She got pulled over by a police officer
Yeah.
and they put in jail. And her family members could not come with $400 to get out of jail, and she ended up dying in jail. And so we're talking about generational wealth. Now we're talking about families can't even come up with 500 or $1,000.
Yeah.
So, and we know you can't achieve generational wealth if you are in debt or don't even have a financial foundation. So the first step you have to do is you have to get out of debt. You have to save money. You have to invest in appreciating assets to even get to that point.
That's the first step of generational wealth.
Right. So even getting on that road to achievement. Yes, you got to. And a lot of people I talk to, and I give my book away to many people,
Mhm.
they say, I can't save any money.
Yeah.
And that's a non-starter. If you cannot figure out, I say you got to earn more money or cut your expenses. But if you cannot even save the money, generational wealth is not even on the. It's not even you
Yeah.
can. It's an afterthought.
So you have to go over what you're going through first in order to find out where that extra money is. Because you may have more than you think. One person may be making $100,000, you may be making 50, but the person making $100,000 is blowing it out, and not saving any. And the person making 50 is just putting things where it's supposed to be. The person making 50 may benefit from the generational wealth down the line.
Right. When I first started investing, that was probably in the 80s, late 80s. And my financial advisor told me, he said, I have a surgeon that's making over $800,000 a year.
Mhm.
And I was a student, graduate student. He said, you have more assets than he does.
Wow.
Because while he earned the money, he was spending it
He
all.
was spending it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not what you earn, it's what you save and invest. And that's
I,
what happened to a lot of athletes that they make a lot of money on the surface, but
yeah,
they
yeah,
spend it. And many
yeah.
times they spend money they don't have.
Yeah, well, a cousin of mine, MC Hammer, he did that. Had the entourage with the jets all over the place, and they would come. He was spending money like crazy. He was treating everybody to everything. But when you're not making that kind of money anymore, you can't sustain that. That's unsustainable. So he had to just file for bankruptcy, like Holyfield. He had a
Right.
guy, he was paying him $100,000 a year to cut the lawn and, do the housework and all that stuff around the
The
house.
Holyfield had a lot of children.
Yeah, that too. that would do it too. But you put things in its proper space, you can take care of it. But see, when you're not making that kind of money, you can't do what you've been doing at that time. So and a lot of
traditionally,
a lot of the athletes are pretty smart right about now. They say, all right, like they showed one the other day. He wears an old pair of sneakers. He drives an old car. He has a regular house, and he's just saving all of his money. But he's philanthropic. He gives to a lot of different organizations. But you get by giving. It's one of the paradoxes of life.
right. One of those people was Barry Sanders.
Yeah, yeah,
The owners of the team would have to call him and say, "Will you please cash your check?" Because he was driving an old car. He didn't need he didn't need the money, and it really didn't matter to him.
yeah. So how are you making out these days? What advice would you give to others looking to say, hey, you know what? I do have a paycheck every week or every other week. What should I put away? How can I start this?
Well, I retired early, about 2.5 years ago. And when I retired, my supervisor and the person above her, they were surprised that I retired. But I've been following the principles that I've put in the book to save, invest, and appreciate assets, and live below my means, what my dad always taught me to do. And that's how I've achieved the position I'm in now.
Yeah. But investing in stocks and things of that nature are scary to a lot of people because the volatility of it all. It's up here and then they're afraid of losing their money.
Well, most people don't understand stocks, mutual funds, electronic traded funds. They don't even understand those. So much less invest in them.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, when people have employment where they have 401k plans that their employer pays for us, they put money in, they match a certain percent. They don't
Yeah.
even do that. So a lot of it's about financial literacy as well. And
Ah,
that's one of the reasons why I created the workshop book, so to give people opportunity to learn about finances.
yeah. So you start from the bottom and you bring them all the way to the top.
Oh, you got to start from the bottom, and that giving part is also part of it too. Uh, you don't just make money and be selfish with it. You help others out along the way as you move on through life.
That's right. Reach down, reach back, and help
Correct.
others. I believe that 100%. All right, so what do you want people to know about the book? And do you have any seminars or anything coming up where people can get together and learn more?
Well, one of the things that happened to me recent was Amazon deleted my bookshelf.
What?
Yep. And I'm not the only person they did that to. So right now I'm in the process of getting all my books put back on my bookshelf. Yeah, they just deleted it. And then they
Wow.
told me this, they said, "Oh, we don't have a way of restoring it. You got to go back through the whole process." So hopefully in about the next 10 days, I will have all my books back up on my bookshelf. That's been
Wow.
a arduous uh, problem to resolve.
So they do that a lot. I have one now I just put out, People to Know in Black History and Beyond, recognizing the heroes and sheroes who make the grade. This is volume 4. This is my 7th book, but in this volume I have volume 4. And I'm trying to get them to put it out 1, 2, 3, 4 as a package, but I can't seem to get Amazon to do that. So we should write them
Uh,
and give them a call and say, hey,
well, what Amazon does is they're going to they'll talk to you initially, and then they will start saying we're only going to work with you by email. So
now that's a problem for a lot of people
yes,
because you want to hear
yes,
a
that's a
voice. You
problem,
want to hear somebody that can be personable with you and help you out and guide
and
you
it
along
knows
the
what they're
way.
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that's been an issue. So going to get, I'm actually going to look at means to sell beyond Amazon. Don't want to be completely dependent on them. I don't mind them being one avenue of selling my books and products, but I can't have them being a monopoly.
Yeah. But listen, how does reductions in SNAP, I'm just going to switch it up just a little bit. Reductions in SNAP impact household stability and financial decision making.
Well, SNAP, you don't make a whole lot of, you don't get a whole lot of money on SNAP, but the money that you do get makes the difference between your kids and you being able to eat. So I know that there's a popular thing that the politicians are attacking the entitlement programs,
Yeah,
and you know, if you got money, you get money, but if you don't have money, they seem to want to take
yeah,
those away from you.
yeah.
But it comes back to whatever resources you are receiving, you have to use them wisely.
Let's do one more. What advice would you give to families living paycheck to paycheck?
Whew, that's tough. Well, actually, in this economy, most families are now living paycheck to paycheck. I would say over 50% of the families in this country are living paycheck to paycheck. So you have to watch your expenses. You have to cut costs on things that are just draining your money away.
Yeah,
You can't have all the cable and the boxes and all those kind of things, or just regular subscriptions that are just taking money out your household. Watch for those. In my book, I call them financial vampires. Watch for those things that are just sucking you dry.
yeah,
Sort of,
yeah,
it's similar to when you have your electronic devices plugged into your wall
yeah.
socket. Those things, even though they're not on, your electric bill is going up.
Still taking, yeah, still
Yeah.
drawing. Hey, listen, Dr. Edmund H. Moore, author, Financial Freedom. Doing nothing is an option. Thank you, and I hope you get everything straightened out from Amazon.
You likewise, and people can look for me at edmundhmore.com.
You got it. Thank you, sir.
Hey, thanks, Dr.
All
Ball.
right.
It was enjoy being with you today.
And we'll see you again. I enjoyed it also.